I have to ask you about this. You were vocal on your computer about the reel. You were on there for a season, and when they ended the show, they did not include you in the montage of host.
Right.
Do you think it was because when you were on the show, which I always told you before, I was shocked that you even did it because I always knew. I was like, how can she do this? I mean, hello. And I love everybody, but I mean, it was not your milieu. I mean, hello. So what was the feeling, the spirit, when you saw that you were not part of the montage?
I just thought it was not the right thing to do.
Wasn't gracious.
Well, at the end of the day, it was a montage about the show and who had been on the show, and I had been on the show. So like on a basic, just like ground level, it was like, why would you just not include? I'm not saying you needed to have a whole like tribute to Amanda, but like, exactly. Have you ever had anybody do a handstand on the show beside Amanda? I mean, I did it twice.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Aside from, the fact that I did contribute legitimate conversations and there were a lot of people who have voiced that they started watching because of me. So I brought another audience to the show. But I also think at the end of the day, like, people are misrepresenting like what I have said about why I left the show and making it seem like I was shading my co-host or like I was shading a person. It's like, no, I was calling out a corporate structure that wasn't functioning fairly to its employees. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
And so that's what I did.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why would you expect them to show you, love after you do that? And I'm like, because I feel like if someone acknowledges that you've done something wrong, it gives you the opportunity to do something right.
Yeah. And also, it is what it is. You were a host. Therefore, you should be a part of the host montage. That's it. You don't even have to pay the clip when you're speaking, but put my fucking picture up.
It's just such a bold choice.
Yeah, it's a bold choice.
But I really, I always appreciate that there are so many folks who feel strongly about letting me know that I'm not bugging.
No.
And so thank you to y'all. And, for what it's worth, like that show, the network, they owe me an apology. Yeah. And I am great at receiving apologies.
Yes.
That's one thing about Amanda, honey. I love a redemption song.
Yes, redemption.